My overall aim and social utility for this assignment from the beginning was to raise awareness about image manipulation and its effects. Throughout my digital artifact, I am aiming to target the over-dramatization and extreme lengths that celebrities will go to achieve the perfect persona on Instagram, regardless of the effects it may have on their followers. I used Instagram as my platform of choice based on a study surrounding Instagram use and young women's body image concerns conducted by 2 Australian university students. I took this as a basis as the central theme highlights the importance of Instagram negatively influencing women's appearance, especially when appearance comparisons are made to others on Instagram. Throughout further research, I found a study conducted by The Ohio State University that describes how ordinary women, such as those not famous through social media, are now able to create objectifying imagery for an audience to view and evaluate. This, when placed in relation to how there is an intensively increasing number of manipulated images in the media, is proven to have psychological risks. In addition to my Instagram, I have also decided to incorporate a WordPress blog. This way my followers are able to access more information if they want to. I will also be able to keep my Instagram content very lighthearted and satirical, yet post the more statistical information throughout my blog. Via my Instagram, I have been producing satirical posts that show the lengths of fake images presented to us. I am addressing the problem of image manipulation, yet also highlighting the importance of future technologies such as virtual reality and how they have the ability to create unrealistic body standards. Here is my operational prototype. I have been playing around with both my feed and posts for the past few weeks and have found a layout that I like. My posts are divided into 3 sections: a lengthy wordy caption for educational purposes, a celebrity Photoshop fail, an example of a raw natural photo to juxtapose the previous. I started by just making posts that were relevant to image manipulation on Instagram. Based on my engagement, I found this wasn't successful as I wasn't gaining much of a following. To gain followers, I attempted following all my friends, and after some brutal feedback, I found I was just annoying them. After this, I decided to focus mainly on growing an audience that was relevant to my cause. In discussion with my peers, I found that my original feed was viewed as a little unorganized. This allowed me to take this feedback into consideration and adapt to a feed that has a more structured and more of an organized layout. I found that when I posted at the wrong times, my engagement was low. In order to combat this, I tested what times of day were most successful. I found this to be best after 5 p.m. as opposed to during the day. The posts with the longer captions, which I assumed were more educational, sadly received the least feedback. Taking this into consideration, I also decided to shorten my captions to make them more straight to the point. I have grown my Instagram following to around 150 followers and will continue to grow my audience as my digital artifact progresses. I am aiming to target an audience that is mostly aged 12 to 30 and female. This demographic seems to be the age that is more susceptible to image manipulation. 2 studies I have found in relation to body image and social media, all conducted at universities in New South Wales, focus their range of studies on women aged between 18 to 24. It is because of this I have decided on the age bracket 12 to 30. The most important part of my Instagram is the captions. This way I am able to educate my followers to the harmful effects of image manipulation and how it will affect society both physically and mentally. This is where the importance of building my audience comes in, as I will only be successful in educating my audience if I am able to gain the audience that is mostly influenced by image manipulation. After further discussion with my peers, they suggested to me that my Instagram account was appealing and a primary beginning for my digital artifact, yet there were elements that were getting lost, such as the intent for the platform to be purely educational. With this in mind, I aim to create a more organized platform. Here is a brief outline of my blog posts that I plan to share. I have had to adapt my blog posts into the timeline I had in mind for this digital artifact and allow myself more time to work on both the Instagram and the blog. Throughout the last few weeks, I aim to write 3 more posts around the topics of virtual reality and how image manipulation will affect us in 5, 10 or 15 years. In moving forward, I think I am definitely on the right track to ensuring the digital artifact is in its final stages and ready to be published and finalized. My concept progressed slightly, and with the help of feedback from my peers and the practicality of testing on my Instagram, I have been able to gain an understanding of where I want to be, focus on my audience, layout, and quality of blog posts.